Hey, lovely alchemists. It is me, Michelle Martin Dobbins, the High Priestess at dailyalchemy.com or just Daily Alchemy. I wanted to share with you today a way that you can tune up your energy that is something really simple. It just takes a few minutes and you can do every day. I do something like this every day. I work with Reiki a lot, and a lot of people who are in my groups and my classes know that I am a Reiki master. I've been a Reiki master for a long time. My oldest, 10, 12 years. I started taking Reiki when my daughter was a baby, so I use Reiki, but you don't have to have Reiki to do this kind of technique to soothe your energy. And I think it's a good thing to do every day, because a lot of times there's all kinds of stress and whatnot in our world that if we just keep going and going and going, the stress builds up and up and up. But if you make a practice, some sort, I always teach to do a core practice every day, some spiritual practice, be it a meditation or EFT or Reiki or a combination. But even just taking a few minutes of your day to tap in and tune in to your energy will give you great benefits. And one of the things that I like to do, I actually have my tea here. I know, hot tea in a cold cup container, but in the mornings, if I drink coffee and tea, I will charge it with Reiki. But you don't even have to charge it with Reiki. What you can do is just send loving thoughts to your tea or your coffee or any beverage that you drink. And you don't have to do it just in the mornings, but a lot of times we have a little bit more time in the mornings to sit and savor. Most of us do a hot drink. Or you can do it with a cold drink. You can do it with water. Hey, Janice, how are you? So I would just take mine. And if you do Reiki, you can send Reiki to your drink before you drink it. And if you don't do Reiki, that's perfectly fine. Send loving thoughts to it. And I once read something and I found like that's a really good way to send loving thoughts into water or drink. But the woman, I can't remember who it was. It's been so long ago since I read this, but she would take water and she would sit and send like the love that she had for her child into the drink, because she had a hard time giving love to herself, and then she would drink it. And I think she even said at first when she started doing it, like that level of love and accepting it into her body almost made her physically sick. But she got used to it, right? And so I guess that is a true thing. If you're not used to giving yourself self-love, sometimes it's hard and sometimes it feels a little bit weird. And that's where you're moving outside that comfort zone and taking action. But that is just a simple practice that you can do. For me, like, you can do this sending love into your food, into your water, into your coffee, your tea. But the trick is to make it a practice to do it as much as you can. And one of the things that I love about Reiki is that once you've been attuned to Reiki, you're always attuned to Reiki. And if you're not familiar with Reiki, it's an energy healing practice that you can do on yourself, you can do on your pets, you can do on other people, you can do on plants, you can just send it out to the universe. When I'm driving, sometimes I like to just practice sending Reiki out. There are 3 levels of Reiki. Reiki 1 is where you just learn how to do it by touch. And then Reiki 2, you learn distance. And the last level is a master's level where you learn to attune other people and teach them Reiki. And so I've been doing Reiki a long time. I don't talk about it all that much, and I decided to start sharing it inside the lab for the premium Daily Alchemy members. So I've been going back through my teaching materials, because even though I use it every day, I don't always talk about it and teach it every day. So I don't normally do this because it looks, it looks kind of, I don't know what my screen is doing. It looks a little bit weird, but to give you a taste of Reiki, I decided I would come on live and send Reiki to you. And the fun thing about Reiki is if you're watching this on the replay, you can just type in hashtag replay or just say hey. but you will still get the Reiki even though you're not here with me live and in person, because Reiki can travel through time and space and distance and all that cool stuff. So it may look a little bit weird. You don't have to close your eyes to send Reiki. I just usually do, because unless I'm like on a, well, even sometimes when I have hand placement on a person, I will, just because it helps me, because I feel energy quite a lot, and that's just like one of my senses that is more, hey Diana, more attuned than the others for me. Like occasionally I may hear something or see something, but really I feel like my gifts are more in the feeling realm. So what I'm going to do is just close my eyes for just a few short minutes and send some Reiki to you so that you can experience Reiki. And your job is just to receive it and welcome it in. And I hope it doesn't start raining. It's a little weird, but I'm sure, hopefully it will hold off here for a few minutes. But I'm going to send the Reiki, and your job is just to intend to receive it, and I'm going to kind of focus and intent on sending an energy boost, because Reiki, you can add intent to it to make it more energy boosting, more relaxing, more stressing, more healing. And so I'm going to send the energy boosting, since I said that this live stream was going to be a tune-up, an energetic tune-up or something like that. I can't even remember what I called it now. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to send Reiki to you, and you just get to receive. So it's quiet. I should maybe put a comment in, I don't know, before I start doing that, and say, okay, if somebody comes on, somebody let them know that that's why I'm sitting here with my eyes closed, being very quiet. I think you can, I think you can. I know you can send Reiki while you're talking, but for me, I feel the energy more if I tap in and get really quiet for a few minutes. So, if you just popped on, I was just sending a little bit of Reiki, and I found that even when I'm sending Reiki, it feels a little bit awkward to not have noise and not be talking on a live stream. So I'm still sending a little bit with my mouth running too. You don't actually have to put your hands up to send Reiki. I like to, though, because a lot of it comes out of the palms of your hands. And yeah, I do have really weird double jointed fingers. So that's why my hands look kind of weird in most of my live streams, because they bend in all kinds of funky ways, which used to befuddle my piano teacher to no end. So that's just a little taste, and I'm intending that you'll receive more if you choose to tonight. I always send Reiki every night before I go to bed to a whole host of people. I ask that it go where it needed. I always ask that it go to the members of my premium members in the Daily Alchemy Lab. I send to my kids, my family members, and I also just ask the universe who needs Reiki. And sometimes people, it's weird, sometimes people will, there's this one guy who always pops up. He was in my school from kindergarten to second grade, and then he moved away. I've never seen him since. I know nothing about him, but his face always, not always, but quite often pops up. So I don't know what happens in his life that he needs a lot of Reiki, but I just send it to who I'm guided to. And so, yes, if you would like to receive and be on my list tonight for distance Reiki, just actually, if you could put it in here, then I will see your name. So even if you're watching now or the replay, just put a little, just write Reiki or give me a thumbs up. And when I do my Reiki tonight, I will look at your name and send some your way specially. Beyond that, if you're interested in learning more about Reiki, I have decided to open up Reiki to the people who are in my Daily Alchemy Premium Members Lab. And so they're getting the alchemy training plus the Reiki training for one low price. And I'm going to see if I can put a link in there and show you, because they will get to do all 3 levels of Reiki. We're just going to break it up 1 level a month. So we'll see. Okay, let's see if that worked. I think it did. So yeah, this week we're working on delicious relationships in the lab, and we're going to be doing Reiki at the end of the month. And then next month we're going to be doing some ancestor classes, dancing with ancestors, and Reiki level 2. And then in November we're going to do raise your vibration set points and master level Reiki. So you get all of those for one low monthly price. And right now until the 9th, that low price is only $17 a month. And it's going to go up after that. But this is the founding members deal, so you don't want to miss that. Have a beautiful, wonderful night. I'm getting ready to go off on a journey to take some more herbal lore classes tonight with my daughter. And my phone is about to die. But please, if you want me to send you Reiki tonight, just, like I said, give me a thumbs up or say Reiki, or I would say send me hearts and love, but I don't think that will that I'll be able to know who did it. So do it that way. Go have a magical day. And even if you don't know Reiki, just take your drink tonight or this morning. I don't know what time everybody's at. Just take the next drink that you have when you're going to sit back and either have a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, glass of water, whatever it may be. And if you don't know Reiki, just send it loving intentions. Send it, you know, the love that you would send your child, the love that you would send your pets. Those are always easier to love sometimes than our own self. So once you do that, and then drink it mindfully and take in all that love that you just put in there. And yes, you do deserve it, because you give so much to the rest of the world and so much love to the rest of the world. So taking in that love, that self-love, gives you so much more to give to everybody else. Because if you don't do that, you're going to run out. And so yeah, give the love to yourself. If you have Reiki already, do self Reiki. I do it every day, morning and night, even if it's just for a few short minutes. I don't necessarily go through a whole head to toe thing, but I definitely I'm laying in bed like this giving myself Reiki. But it is what it is. All right, guys, have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon if I can figure